Good morning, everyone. Papa Guac here. Just checking in with you to tell you happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody's having a great, safe weekend, and everybody's doing well. Thank you for watching. Um, I last updated last week that my cactus tree had broke. But I found a new home for it and was able to get it replanted. Cactus can just regrow very easily. You could break off one of those pads and shove it in the ground and it'll turn into a big giant cactus. So I'm not overly concerned with it. It's so sad, more work for me to do, but job done. Cactus got a new home and all's well. Cherry tomato took a big growth over the weekend. Like all of a sudden, it just shot up and got flowers on it. It'll do like this and give it a little pollination, but that branch just came up out of nowhere. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So we'll be getting some red cherries growing on there pretty soon. And right here off to the sides are my basils that I propagated, and they're all doing well. So I got 4 of them in there that propagated, and same with this pot there, holding black cherry tomatoes. So we got the basil, we got the cherry tomatoes growing and doing well and making flowers, and do some pollinating just by shaking it. So you give it a little shake, and it's all good. Turtle and Goldie, they're doing good. Goldie, she's just getting bigger by the day. I mean, she just is enormous. For 2 years old, 2 years and like 3 months now. She's just enormous. She's the biggest goldfish I've ever seen in real life. And Turtle, she's up there relaxing on her little area and enjoying the day. Tadpoles, they're all doing great. I've been feeding them turtle dust food. The dust that's in the container of turtle food, I sprinkle that in there. I'll zoom this in a little bit there, and they love it and eat it. So I mean, if the tadpoles are eating turtle food, that's just magnificent. So maybe we'll build some mussel frogs because they're eating turtle food. So that would be awesome. And here, over by the where I feed the lizards, they got some kind of bug. I don't know what in the world this thing is. I've never seen it before, but it's pretty big and pretty crazy looking. So I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to research what that is. It's dangerous to the garden or what, but I've never seen an insect that looks like that before. That's pretty crazy looking right there. But he's over here where I feed the lizards. Mr. Green was here a little while ago. I don't know where he is now, but he was kind of shy today because he's molting, so he wasn't really wanting to eat any mealworms from my hand. Finally got some marigolds growing in with my tomato plants, which is really good. They're starting to flower, so in hopes of bringing in some pollinators to help pollinate these plants around here. I still haven't seen any bees or butterflies or anything to pollinate, so I'm still stuck with the chore of self-pollinating the plants, which, again, that's not my job, that's the bees' job, so stop killing bees. My cactus trees are starting to grow. They're putting tips, and they're both about to make another layer. Go down. They're pretty tall, these things. They're like 6 feet. But as you can see, like the connecting part where it grows and like adds an additional part to it. These two, they're fixing to get ready to do that. So that's pretty cool. Finally got a sunflower bud. So that bad boy's gonna open up and become a sunflower, a nice pretty sunflower. That's great. That'll be my first sunflower ever. I've never grown one before. I have 5 plants, but this particular one is the first one that's actually made a bud. So I'm pretty excited about that, to see what that's gonna look like. So that'll be a lot of fun. We got a lot of heavy rain last night, so it sprinkled a lot of dirt all over everything, so I gotta wash everything off so that way it doesn't create mildew on the squash. I gotta handle these squash with extreme care because of it, but they're doing pretty good. There's a nice good one right there, but I got one over here. Here's another one that's growing there, and then of course here's my particular favorite. This thing, he's a monster. That one's really big. Whoa. I think I just saw a honeybee or something fly out of that flower right there, but I kind of lost sight of them. But yeah, I got some butternut squash kind of growing scattered about. So this is exciting. I've never had butter squash before. Here's one down there, and a nice long one right there. That's awesome. But I got no females blossoming right now for some reason. I'm not sure why. I've got males blossoming, but I haven't had any females open. But whoa, wait a minute! I just found one right here. Right there's a female. I need to get a male and pollinate her. So I'll do that in a little while. I just break open this, open up the flower there so that you can see the female parts of it. And I might be able to get away with this. While you watch. We had a lot of rain to the point that it could have washed a lot of the pollen away. I certainly do hope not, but we're going to find out. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and break this one off, and we are going to give her some pollen and say a prayer that this works. Like I say, with all the rain that we got, which was a lot yesterday, it changed the geography of our area. But anyway, Lord willing, this will work. And this is the first female that I've had open up in a while. So let's get down in there. But there she is, right there. So if that pollen took, then that'll be a great thing. And we'll have another butternut squash to add to the collection. And again, stinks that, here's another male I've just found. And this one's got a lot of pollen in it. Now you can see the pollen down inside of this one. So I know that this one's going to work for sure. So we're not going to take any chances and make sure that this thing can get as much pollen as it possibly can. And that way, yeah, we got ourselves another butternut squash going there. Very good. That job is done. One less thing I got to worry about today. And Lord willing, one more butternut squash for us to enjoy. And last week, I was talking about black beans, and planted a row of black beans along this area, along this back fence back here, and I mean, just within a couple of days, I had beans popping up. I planted them like about 6 inches apart. So here's one, there's one, and so on down the row. Just one after the other. They're all growing. Right on down the row, all the way down. So I'm hoping that these guys are going to turn into the ones that are in front of them and become really big. And obviously the end product is we want them to grow big, we want them to grow tall, and produce lots of beans. Now here's something I'm pretty excited about is my cilantro plant. I planted a whole pack of seeds inside of this tray, and out of that probably, what do I got, 1, 2, 3, only 3 out of a whole pack of seeds took, and but these ones are now making flowers, which is great because that means they're going to make seeds, and then I'll drop them in there and I know they'll grow. I think the pack had defective seeds. The same problem happened with my sunflowers. I planted like a whole pack of sunflowers, and out of the whole pack only 5 seeds grew. So some of these seeds might be dead that we're buying in the stores, which is another reason why I want to just start growing my own stuff. But here's another flower on the cilantro sitting right there. So I got 1, I got 2 right there, and then back here, where is it? Oh, I'm sorry, we're in right here. 3. I got 3 little groups, 3 little clusters of seeds. So that's just beautiful. I love cilantro. We all love cilantro. Here's my sweet potatoes that I done cut off and snipped and dropped in water, and as you can see they're all rooted like crazy growing. So later today when it cools off and before the rain comes, I'm going to dig a hole and put these in the ground and let them do their thing. I'm looking to grow a massive amount of sweet potatoes this year. I'm shooting for about 90 pounds. That's my goal. We'll see if we can make that happen. This is one of the sweet potatoes that I had propagated from cutting and let it sit in a jar and make roots and grow, and you can see how much this thing has grown already. The rains have really been beneficial to it. These things love the heat and they love the rain, and Central Florida is a great place to grow sweet potatoes. But before it's all said and done, this whole row right there, I plan on having sweet potatoes just growing all over the place. And it grows like a vine, so I mean it'll grow all over the place. And the last time I did this, I yielded 45 pounds. That's why I'm going for 90. I'm trying to double it. We'll see if that can happen. Lord willing, it will. So I'm looking forward to that crop, but I won't be seeing that till about November. But anyway, I hope everybody has a really good Memorial Day weekend. I hope you've all had a great weekend, a safe weekend, and I apologize for the weekly devotional reading, the delay. I was having computer issues or phone issues trying to get the video to post. I usually have it go off on Fridays at sunset, but this week I wasn't able to get that thing to go off until 3 o'clock in the morning. I spent many hours trying to get that going, but I finally got it going, thank God. And but I do apologize for the delay in that. So, but again, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be seeing you again real soon. Talk to you later. Bye.